Welcome to Nashville Super Speedway for the first ever NASCAR Cup Series event at this track. Nashville, Tennessee has some of the biggest NASCAR fans, so now it's time for those fans to see their heroes race on their doorstep. I'm Alex Hayden, welcoming you to this 1.33-mile concrete oval that offers drivers some unique challenges. Drivers and teams are ready, the cars are gridded. Now, let's head trackside and get those engines fired.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome today to another edition of NASCAR 21 Ignition on the channel. It's been a few weeks, but we are back for the final season tonight, racing with, of course, my driver Ryan Blaney, as we have 10 races to go in the regular season, with our next stop tonight at the Nashville Super Speedway for the running of the Ally 400 live on KRC. Like and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content as we are about to get into today's race, and we're about to go through the starting lineup as well out at the front of the field. Eric Almirola qualified on the pole for today's race. Oddly enough, he actually qualified on the pole in real life for the Ally 400 at Nashville last season. Coincidentally, he is doing it again in the video game this time. Kyle Busch in the 18 car will start outside of the front row for Joe Gibbs Racing. Joey Logano, Kyle Larson will be in row 2. Those two battling for the regular season championship amongst each other right now. Cole Custer and William Byron will be in row number 3. Row number 4 will be Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin. Chase Elliott also up in the top 5 in the regular season point standings, looking for a shot to win the regular season title in the final 10 races of the regular season. And then row number 5 will be Alex Bowman and Brad Keselowski. Keselowski outside the cutoff line coming into today's race. For Express, Billy Kramer, Cars One Boy, Joshua Rumsey, and others welcome into the stream. And our driver Ryan Blaney going to be starting towards the back of the field. In fact, in last place is where we qualified. Accidentally got in the wall off turn 4 and blew a right front tire. So definitely don't want to do that in the race. The car is super tight. I cannot fix it. I have it on the loosest setup possible. And you have to have some sort of stability help on this racetrack as well. And just the combination of the two is not working out for us. So I already know for a fact that Blaney is going to be pretty far off the pace today, but because there is stage racing, maybe they can try to split the stages up properly, get a couple timely cautions, and perhaps have a shot to still get a good finish in tonight's race. But it's going to be an uphill climb from the start in the Ally 400 tonight. Mark DeMars and Alan Barkley, welcome into the stream as well. And here we go. We'll hope for the best. Haven't made it to the end of a race at Nashville. In fact, haven't made it to the end of a fuel run at Nashville, so no clue exactly how far you can go on fuel here. But the green flag is in the air anyway, and we're underway at the Nashville Super Speedway. 90 laps in the opening stage of the race as Eric Almirola leads the field down into turn 3. Ryan Blaney taking it easy into turns 1 and 2, just really trying to test the capability and just being able to run this race car without it wrecking. You can definitely tell that this 12 team is going to be making some adjustment changes during the first pit stop of the day when the time comes because of how tight the race car is. He is going to be riding around at the back of the pack. It's going to be a very quiet start for the 12 team today. Turning off the shaky cam. It doesn't bother me at all. To be completely honest, I don't play this game enough to care, really. First time in 2 weeks we've played NASCAR 21 Ignition on the channel. It's the first time in 3 weeks since we have had the last race of this season on the channel. It was at Sonoma where Ryan Blaney actually won his 6th race of the season. Not only won the race, but he was able to win both stages and win the race to get a max points day. He's been able to do that twice this year, and 2 of them in the last 3 races, both on road courses at COTA and Sonoma. and a few more road course races left in the regular season. He comes into this race 6th in the regular season point standings, and he's about 82 points back of Kyle Larson, who retook the regular season championship lead away from Joey Logano after the Sonoma race when Kyle Larson was able to finish in the 2nd place position. No free pass is awarded if Blaney does go a lap down before we see the first yellow in today's race. And not sure exactly what the pit window is at Nashville again in this game again, because I have not made it to the end of a fuel run at this track. I ran here twice in the custom schedule season and once in the career mode, and failed to make it past lap 50 in all 3 races. You guys know the drill. If we DNF in the first half of the race, we'll have some trivia on the channel tonight. We're going to stick it out all the way to the very end. I know this car is going to get super duper tight as the run carries on. I mean, it's just amazing how far off the pace I am. There's 2 things. 1, I am very tight and very slow. 2, the AI are faster in this game at this track versus what they are in real life at this track. So the combination of the 2 obviously makes for not being able to hit my marks on a consistent basis. Fredo, welcome to the stream. Isn't the objective to pass cars? Yes. I cannot. I'm telling you guys right now, the reason why I have not played NASCAR 21 Ignition specifically in the last 3 weeks as far as playing this game is because I knew this was the next race, and I knew I was going to struggle. I was not looking forward to the stream. But I figured, well, if I get it out of the way this week, then I don't have to worry about running this racetrack ever again on this game, with this being the final season on this game, so can maybe hope for a little bit better racing in the races to come. Still 19 races left on the season. 10 of those are the playoff races. So Nashville Super Speedway, I thought we were going plate racing. Nope, not quite. I wish. I mean, I'm actually good at the Super Speedway racetracks in this game. Ryan Blaney's finished 1st and 3rd in the first 2 Super Speedway racetracks of the season, winning the Daytona 500 and finishing 3rd at Talladega in the Geico 500. Kyle Busch is leading in the early going right now. Sad part is Blaney's had a little momentum, winning 2 of the last 3 races, winning 4 stages in that stretch of races as well. Coming into tonight, he's definitely going to struggle. You can hope that maybe the cautions play out to his benefit. He's definitely going to be pitting under every caution we see tonight. The more he can take on fresh tires, the better, and obviously I think the car will get a little quicker once he's able to make the adjustment changes, but no custom setups are available on this game. Didn't even want to practice. I knew I was going to be slow, went into qualifying, obviously qualified last. It's only going to get tighter and tighter as the run carries on. With 90 laps in the first stage, Blaney's looking at likely splitting it in half, going 45 and 45. Then again, though, you run the risk of a caution coming out and losing that extra lap by pitting early. But then you also got to realize that, again, I don't know what the fuel window is in this game at this racetrack, because we have not made it to the end of a full fuel run in this game at this racetrack before. So that's going to make it even harder on the 12 teams tonight to just try and go off of strategy or stay on strategy, in fact, with the leaders, and kind of forcing them at will to go off strategy whether they like it or not. And no rearview mirror is going to be tough as well when the leaders do make their way around to lap Blaney at some point in time. Hamlin would have won. Well, you don't know that for sure, though. It was still in the first, well, stage 2. He definitely had the fastest car, but you can't guarantee that he was going to win. You never know if his pit crew would have made another mistake later in the race like they did the first time. There was so much more racing left. I think they would have had 3 stops left the rest of the race still, at least. The whole outcome of the race would be a lot different. Blaney just gotten into the wall in turns 1 and 2. Very fortunate he didn't blow a tire. It's the first time he's gotten into the wall today. Or naturally just wants to slide up the racetrack, so that's why he kind of lets it slide up and then diamonds the quarter off the exit. That time he stayed a lot more towards the bottom in 3 and 4, just trying to keep it off the wall. I was looking at the chat that time. I'm glad I didn't blow a tire. Looking at the chat, the tri-oval, and I was in the wall. You can tell, gonna have a large lack of concentration in today's race with how slow we were gonna run. I'm not gonna give up though. I'm not saying I'm gonna win this race, but if I can get a top 30, that would be a miracle. And you never know, we could get enough DNFs for that to be the case and for that to happen. Next 2 races on the channel will be the doubleheader at Pocono. That will be next week on the same day. I'm not sure exactly when exactly that is going to take place. Likely looking at Monday being that stream. I'm not entirely sure. Definitely the worst game in general I've ever played. NASCAR game or not NASCAR game, it's the worst game in general I've ever played. 17 laps in, still caution free. Haven't seen a lot of yellows by the AI themselves on this season. Fuel window 65. Is that with this game though? Because this game's fuel mileage is different from real life for whatever reason. At most tracks at least. And the leaders are charging off turn 4 as Blaney was just getting to the start-finish line, middle of the tri-oval. So he's probably going to look at going a lap down within the next 3 to 4 laps, if I had to imagine. Maybe even sooner. And it is a pack of about 4 or 5 cars battling for the race lead, right in line behind Kyle Busch right now. Worst part is, regular season champion Kyle Larson's in 2nd place. So he's having a good run early on. It's going to be tough. Blaney's looking at probably losing a lot of points today to both Larson and Logano. Peter Conover, welcome to the stream. Man, it might be sooner than 3 to 4 laps before Blaney goes a lap down. I think he's got a shot of going a lap down on the next lap. Should only be lap 20. That's how off the pace he is. This is what it's like to be a backmarker car in 2021. The only difference is this isn't a backmarker car. This is a Penske Ford of Ryan Blaney. Struggling in the Richmond Water Heaters paint scheme today. I think we'll survive more than 20 laps. Leaders are at lap 21 right now. Blaney's still on the lead lap. Desperate need of a caution to come out. 67 laps the most you ran. He's definitely going to be a little bit quicker once he makes those first adjustments on the race today. Has to survive about another 25 laps to get to that first stop. He's still on the lead lap. Ran the bottom all the way through 3 and 4. Charges back to the throttle. Okay, made it to lap 23 for the leaders. Made it a little bit further than what I thought I was going to. And Blaney's way up the track. Almost in the wall in turns 1 and 2. Slows way down. And Kyle Busch is now all over the back bumper of the 12 car, middle of the back straightaway as they work themselves into turns 3 and 4. Blaney to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to drift up the track in the middle of the corner. Busch is going to get underneath him without a rearview mirror. We're going to hope that Blaney does not get turned by anybody, but I have a bad feeling that's likely going to happen, because that seems to happen every time we're racing at this track in this game. And Blaney's staying to the outside as they go 3 wide underneath him. Top 5 have all gotten around him. Now there's a little bit of a gap before the next 3 cars, and then an even bigger gap before anybody else catches Ryan Blaney in the field. So Blaney, the first and only driver, 1 lap down. Kyle Busch slowly pulling away from the Hendrick Chevrolets, running side by side for second of Kyle Larson, William Byron. What is going on with this race car? I was out of the gas that whole time, and it just kept going up the racetrack like I wasn't turning. That was insane. Still haven't blown or tired. I'm fighting the handle. It feels like it's hard to explain how tight the car is. Like, it literally, I'm pulling so hard on the analog stick to the left. Not that that's doing anything more. It's already all the way to the left. But I am forcefully, like, just making sure I am all the way left, all the way through the corner. It's amazing how slow Blaney has to back this car down just to get it to turn. It's obviously only getting worse and worse as this long run continues. Still a long ways to go in this race. Again, he makes it to that first pit stop. Maybe he can do something at least to try and help the handling of this race car. Look at it, straight up the hill. 104 miles an hour before he's able to get back in the gas and try to get the car to turn. Excuse me. I had a protein bar right before I went live, and I haven't had anything to drink since, and I kind of feel like some of it is like still lodged in my throat. So, sorry if I'm like swallowing a lot. You guys might be able to hear it. Actually, I forgot to give myself some water, so I might have to take a break here and get some pretty soon. Ross Chastain just ran right into the side of the 12 car. Blaney in the wall again in turns 1 and 2. Third time he's now gotten into the wall. And again, luckily, he did not blow a tire. He blew it in qualifying with 1 hit into the wall off turn 4. It wasn't like it was that hard of a hit either. We know just from past experiences it doesn't take much. It's going to be close whether or not Blaney is going to go a second lap down before he makes his stop. Or first stop. Almirola already dropped back to 13th after qualifying on the pole. It's only lap 28. He's definitely going back. Oh, my goodness, look at that. It's just like a... I don't even know. I just stacked everybody from Truex and 14th on back behind Blaney as they had to lift to keep it off the back of the 12 car off of turn 4. He got back in the gas and the car just shoved straight up the racetrack. Wasn't as bad that time off turn 2. This might be the slowest car I think I've ever had on the channel in history in comparison to the rest of the field. "30 laps in, though. I don't think I've had contact with another car, so that's good. Well, I guess Chastain almost squeezed us in the wall, but outside of that, not bad. And the 3 wide at times as well when some of the lap cars are trying to get around Ryan Blaney in the 12. You can definitely see when they power back into the throttle compared to Blaney. Blaney's pretty equal in the braking zone itself into the corner. But once they're supposed to get back into the gas, Blaney's still out of the throttle just because of how tight the car is. He definitely overran that corner quite a bit. Got to the back of Daniel Suarez. Nearly turned the 99 car around for Trackhouse Racing. I crowded LaJoy. Curious what my lap times have. It was 34.2 second lap time that last lap. Granted, I had contact with LaJoy, so it didn't help it. Big space, though, for Ryan Blaney. Who knows? Maybe the field wrecks when they come into the pits. Just have to hope for the best. We'll alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in the race today. While we're in stage number 1. Almost halfway through the first stage already. At least it's a quick race pace. Not from the 12 car, but just in general with it being caution-free so far. 300 lap event today. Considering Blaney is a lap down, he could actually end up pitting at lap 44 rather than 45. He might end up going a second lap down anyway before then and maybe pit at lap 43. He's maintaining a fairly equal pace with the 29th place cars on back this far into the run. Definitely Blaney is trying to run his own race right now. Any point he could scratch on with any finish in this race today, it's going to be more beneficial for him for the regular season championship. Just kissed the wall off turn 4. Same spot he hit the wall and blew a tire in qualifying. Didn't blow a tire that time around, thankfully. See the 12 fighting the wheel. Just try to keep the car turned. Actually glued to the inside of the track pretty well that time in 3 and 4, but as he tries to get back into the gas, he's on the brakes even right off the exit of the corner. And you can see the leaders jam-packed in a pack. Right behind the lap cars of Justin Haley, Cody Ware, Timmy Hill, etc. The rear of the field. All trying to close in on Ryan Blaney in the 12. Transitions from daylight to dusk? I doubt it. I mean, it's going to be mostly this kind of daylight the rest of the way. Overcast skies, 72 degrees. Conditions for this race. Promise you there will be a lot more competitive racing from drop of the green flag to checkered flag tomorrow night on NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005 as we go Busch Series racing at Talladega. 7 races to go into crowning a champion for the Busch Series custom schedule season. Our driver Greg Biffle going in with a pretty big points lead after rallying to win at Dover late yesterday. And he'll be going for 5 wins in a row in the Busch Series. Going for 6 in a row, if I remember correctly, in the Busch Series. He's got a heck of a streak going on right now. It's going to be tough, though, to keep that streak alive at Talladega of all racetracks. That'll start at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can't wait for that one. Definitely can't wait for this one to get over with. I enjoy you guys being in the chat wanting to stick this out because, again, anything can happen. We have seen that before. Again, I'm not saying that I'm going to have any real shot to win, but if we could just get a caution and pit off sequence, maybe unlap ourselves. Obviously, I think we'll be a little bit quicker, especially on the shorter runs with an adjustment change. There's going to be some massive adjustment changes once Blaney gets to that first stop in about another probably 3 or 4 laps he'll be pitting. Definitely will not be long. Almost in the wall in turns 1 and 2. He's going to drop the wedge quite a bit when they make this next stop. He's going to drop it 5.5 rounds. Might seem absurd, and it is. That's just how tight Ryan Blaney is. And he'd definitely be battling, if he had to choose, a loose car versus a tight car at this point. Haley closing on the 12 of Blaney still. Blaney going up the track, turns 1 and 2, overdriving 1 and 2. Easy to do with the tight race car. Going to stay in front of the 77 car of Justin Haley again. Still only 1 lap down, though, with the leaders trapped behind the 2x2 lap traffic. Blaney trying to keep his car on the inside in turns 3 and 4. He's definitely going to want to keep it on the inside by the time he makes his way back around to the start-finish line this next lap, because he is going to be pitting this next time by at lap 44. It's lap 46 for the race leaders. Blaney going a bit wide. Haley gonna clear him. Blaney chops off the 66 of Timmy Hill off the exit of turn 2, as Blaney had to make sure he was gonna stay on the inside so he could pit this time. Blaney on the bottom is on his way to pit road. Not sure what the pit road speed limit is at Nashville. He's gonna lock the tires up, trying to get down. Gonna go below 45. And he is on pit road as of right now. 4 tires and fuel for Ryan Blaney. 5.5 rounds of wedge coming out of the race car. Major wedge adjustments to the Richmond Water Heaters Ford Mustang. So halfway through stage number 1, Blaney has lasted that long, and he is on pit road. I think it's the first time we're going to cycle through green flag pit stops at Nashville in history on the channel. It took 4 races to do it. And now he's going to have fresher tires, and we'll try to go to work. And hopefully it stays green to the end of the stage so he can make up at least a little bit of time. Or at least until everybody cycles through, then maybe get a quick caution after that would be the idea. But major adjustments being made to the 12 car right now. Probably should have taken the access road. Trying to get up to speed. Cars wanting to spin out on the apron, trying to get up to speed on the racetrack. A lot of clean traffic for Blaney to pull up on. He's likely 3 laps down right now, if I had to imagine, following the pit stop. But he has the freshest tires in the field, and he is looking to go after the leaders. Not sure how far he is going to be able to drive it in on the corner entry with this race car, but we'll see. Drives it in really deep. Got it to stick most of the way through the corner. Powers back into the throttle. Gets around 2 of them. So at least with 45 lap fresher tires, Blaney is quicker than the field. That's nice to know. Kind of would have expected that to be the case. But even the handling of his race car is not bad at all right now. Austin Dillon trying to charge pretty hard on the outside, but we'll just have to see over the course of the long run how much wear and tear these tires are going to go through. Right now, though, seems pretty good for Blaney. A little hesitant getting back into the gas too soon just because of how long he had to wait the last time. Problem is Blaney was 1 lap down when he pit. It's going to be tough to make that up without everybody cycling through pit stops, especially considering the fact he's 3 down for right now, while he is the only car that has made a pit stop under green flag conditions so far. Dives big time underneath the 17 of Busher. Busher just completely chopped Blaney off in the middle of the corner. Busher practically moved himself out of the way in the middle of the corner following the contact with the 12 as he stays in line behind Chase Elliott as they battle for 9th place. Oh, Blaney Blaney working the throttle a bit off turn 4, nearly got into the wall. You saw him got a little on the loose side. Said he'd rather fight a loose race car than a tight race car. And that is definitely going to be the case now. I'm trying to run more of this middle groove. Especially when he's by himself, not trying to pass other race cars. Really sail it off a lot deeper into the corner. Really wide corner entry. Dives under the 62, the 00. Closes on the 52 car of Josh Bilicki into turn 1. Big dive under the 36 of David Reagan. He gets up into the side of Reagan. Front Row Motorsport number 36 car. Closing in on Kyle Busch, who led a lot of laps already in today's race, but has fallen back to 8th, virtue of lap traffic. Definitely struggling there. And Keselowski's still in the top 10, running in 7th after coming into this race just outside the cutoff line. He's the first driver below the cutoff line on points. Though if I remember right, I think he actually has a win. So maybe he's not below the cutoff line. It's been a long time. It's been 3 weeks since we've raced. I can't remember exactly what the points looked like. Should have refreshed myself before coming into the race for commentary's sake. I do think, at least initially, when everybody cycles through pit stops, that Blaney won't be in last place anymore. I'd have to think he's going to cycle ahead of a lot of those other guys who are a lap down as well, are running just in line behind him as he pit, like Haley and Cody Ware and others who are also just up ahead, slowing up the leaders a little bit more. Martel Antoine, welcome to the stream. Much deeper Blaney could go in the braking zone with the fresher tires. Again, 45 lap fresher tires for Ryan Blaney. Pitting halfway through the stage, everybody else still on old tires. If we do get a caution, you'd like to get at least one of the 3 laps back. That'd be ideal. Trying to do that right now, just to the outside of William Byron. I thought for a second Byron wasn't going to give Blaney enough room, but I guess he did. Big dive. Sends it in on Joey Logano. He cleared the 24 of Byron down to the bottom. Byron still can't get to the inside of the 22 car of Joey Logano either, as Blaney slides, had to lift a bit off turn 4. He's got the top 3 right in front of him. Justin Haley holding up Kevin Harvick. That's going to allow Blaney to get by the 77 and the 4. Deep send into turns 1 and 2. So you see a battle for the lead between Alex Bowman and Denny Hamlin. Santiago Kid, welcome to the stream. And Blaney will drive it deep into turns 3 and 4 to try and get around the 48 of Bowman. We got tight in the dirty air behind Hamlin. Makes contact with the 48. Going to keep it going. Lost a lot of momentum off turn 4, though. Little slide job. Almost turned himself off the 48's front bumper. That was definitely not a clean slide job maneuver. Almost wrecked the 12. Dives it in deep now on Hamlin on the fresher tires in turns 3 and 4. Makes the pass. And he is back to 2 laps down. And Blaney was 1 lap down when he had already pit a little over 10 laps ago. He's got 1 of his 3 laps back. And he should get at least 1 more back once everybody else pits. So he'll be right back to 1 lap down again. It's a matter of how much time is he going to make up before then. And exactly when will the field pit. And he's probably going to have to stay out to the end of the stage regardless, and they're going to be a lot faster than him when they get about 20 to 30 lap fresher tires whenever they decide to make their first and only pit stop at stage 1 as well. Again, we'll have to see if they'll be able to actually stay green through all of it. Picking Eric Jones to win Darlington. That's a bold prediction. He has won there in the past. It was with Joe Gibbs Racing. That is a very bold pick. I wonder what his odds are according to Vegas this weekend. They've got to be pretty high odds. Or I guess low odds to win. High odds would technically be the favorites, I guess. Kind of nice run by himself. In the clean air with the fresher tires, Blaney's car feels really good. Well, 30 laps to go as we run in stage number 1. Wade Solinsky, welcome to the stream also. Again, if you're wondering why Ryan Blaney's in last place, first of all, he was off the pace in the early going. No custom setups available in this game, so just kind of had to run knowing he was going to have a slow car after qualifying last, but went a lap down, was able to make his pit stop halfway through stage 1 and short pitted versus the rest of the field, so currently he is 2 laps down. He was 3 down, but got one of his laps back a few laps ago during the green flag conditions right now. The fact that the 12 car, again, has already made his first and only stop he has to make at stage 1. I would have to assume everybody's going to stay out of the pits during the stage break, as we usually see in this game, so Blaney could then pit for fresher tires then. So it's really going to be how much can he hold on those final 20 to 30. Oh, we got a crash off of turn 4. 2 cars are together trying to get to pit road. Looked like maybe Kyle Larson and Chase Briscoe, if I'm not mistaken. So drivers are pitting right now, right around lap 60. That's the estimated pit window for tonight. About 60 laps for the leaders, maybe a couple laps further than that. Blaney's going to have about 15 lap older tires. It's going to make a difference. I don't think he has the fastest car in the field by any means still. And there's a couple cars wrecked on pit road right now. It looked like the 62 car, Brendan Gaughan, was around. No caution, though. We continue to stay green, which is good for Blaney. He's not going to get trapped 2 laps down. I'm not going to plan on staying out 60 laps next time, though. There are a couple cars sideways on pit road that might end up DNFing. As you see, Blaney has moved up to 37th on the leaderboard, and I think it might be the drivers who have wrecked out. Some other drivers are on the excess road trying to get back onto the racetrack as well. 6 car pulling up right in front of the 10 of Almirola, who was coming by on the outside on fresher tires. I had no clue Almirola was there. Oh my goodness, or Briscoe. Isn't there an icon thing on the bottom of the screen that's supposed to display when drivers are closing in? I don't know why I can't see that right now on my screen. Making my life more difficult. And Blaney up to 32nd, so maybe that's 8 drivers who have DNF'd. Whatever the case, that's more points than what it was looking like we were going to get. Blaney is 6th in the regular season standings coming into this one. Top 10 at the end of the regular season get playoff points. And he still has a shot at the regular season title. He's 82 points behind Larson coming into this one. Logano not far behind Kyle Larson. A little over 1 race worth of points. Blaney does have 6 wins in the regular season. He's only 1 lap down right now, if I had to imagine. And Denny Hamlin's not far behind. It looks like there are only 16 cars on the lead lap in general. So Blaney's about to go 2 laps down. Suarez gets by on the outside. Denny Hamlin not far behind. So ideally right now, Blaney, we kind of figured he was going to likely go 2 laps down considering he's on older tires right now as he blows turn 1 and Hamlin going to get around him. So there goes some of the leaders. So now Ryan Blaney is 2 laps down. He is hoping he stays 2 down by the end of stage 1. Then he can pit for fresher tires and try to make time right back up again. Oh, Bubba Wallace hanging on the right rear corner panel of Ryan Blaney. Thought about trying to make an outside lane pass off turn 4 as Blaney was drifting up the track trying to get back into the gas off the exit of the corner. Didn't realize the 23 was coming in hot. We'll go wide and let Wallace through that time. I don't know, though. As fast as Hamlin is on just 15 lap fresher tires than the 12 car, I don't know that Ryan Blaney is going to be able to stay only 2 laps down to the end of stage 1. He's got to be committed, though, and again, pit during the stage break. It's going to be so big, though, if he can do it for just 2 laps down versus 3. It'd be a big difference maker. The problem is he's in the wall in turns 1 and 2. That's going to cost him some time as well. Didn't really damage the right side of the race car up too much. But again, that is costly. Very fortunate he did not blow a right front tire. It's, what, the 4th or 5th time he's hit the wall already in stage 1. Surprised he's not blown a tire each of those times. Alex Bowman pretty far off the race lead following the green flag pit stops. He's stuck on the outside of Cody Ware behind the slower car of Blaney after just exiting pit road. Looks like Austin Dillon made a pass for 30 seconds, so he's still in the race. But he's lost a lot of time. Kyle Larson, though, is also in 25th right now. 1 lap down, so he was definitely the car that was underneath the 14 of Briscoe, who had wrecked trying to get onto pit road, but no caution came out for it. Again, caution flags are on this game. That's why the stages are on. Busch is up to 4th place. Yeah, I'm starting out to think Blaney's going to be able to finish 2 laps down to the end of stage 1. We're going to have about 18 to go this time by. And it's just amazing how much quicker the lead lap cars are. Look at Kurt Busch in 4th, just past Blaney at the start-finish line that time. And then by the start-finish line the next lap, I guarantee you Busch is going to be light years ahead of the 12 of Blaney. Brandon Blaney blew turns 1 and 2 again in the dirty air and just on the older tires. I was 32nd, now I'm 34th. Everybody cycled through pit stops a little earlier than what I thought. I thought Blaney was going to have fresher tires for a bit longer than just 15 laps. The handling of the car is still a lot better. Not perfect by any means, but it's a lot better than what it was. The bad news is, oh, Truex just drilled Blaney. Blaney just blew a tire. Off turn 4, Martin Truex Jr. has wrecked the 12 car. Blaney will have to make an unscheduled pit stop, it looks like this time by. And he's trying to get the pit road, but he got drilled by the 14. Oh, David Reagan going up the middle. Blaney finally going to make it to pit road, maybe? Yep, he does get to the commitment line. Unbelievable. Yeah, that was not his fault. That was... And that was the game that time. Well, it looks like our race has come to an end. You know, leave it. This hurts. I mean, the fact that we were actually up to 32nd, we had gained a little bit of time. I had some hope. And then Truex decides to run us into the wall, and to top things off, the game breaks as we hit pit road. Turns me straight left, just outside my pit box. And there is nothing I can do here because I have no control over the car right now. Look. Here, let me go full screen. This is what we're dealing with right now. The game is on the throttle, full throttle. It's like the throttle's stuck. I'm not touching the gas. And this is going on right now. Ridiculous. Well, we didn't make it halfway. It looks like we're going to be having some Sporkle trivia tonight. I had a bad feeling something like this was going to happen tonight, but it actually started a bit smoother. We almost got to the end of... You know what? Actually, now that I think about it... Well, no, I'm not going to... I was going to say the end of Stage 1 is going to be here in like 14, 15 laps. The problem is that even if we do make it to the end of Stage 1 like that, Okay, I can pit during the stage break. I have 4 fresh tires, but instead of 2 laps down, I'm going to be like 18 laps down. And then I know for a fact we're not going to gain any positions unless we get more DNFs. I am not going to run 18 laps down because the game put me that many laps down. So, you guys know the drill. Whenever something like this happens with this game and we have a game-breaking glitch, we quit. We put the race on, like, the lowest percentile. I think it's 2%. We run the race so that way we can get the points, because I have to do the points myself on this game. All right. 2%. And then the finish of the race will be the stage results, means we were still in stage 1 as well. Go last place position, starting spot. And we'll be getting some Sporkle trivia tonight, it looks like. Restall Cup, welcome to the stream. Do I redo? No, I'm not restarting the race. Because if I restart the race and that same thing happens again where, you know, the pit road glitch happens, and it likely will happen again. And the worst part is I go right back to being slow again, just like it was the first time too. It'll literally be a carbon copy of the race. I'm not going to be any faster. It doesn't save the custom setup.
Welcome to Nashville Super Speedway for the first ever NASCAR Cup Series event at this track.
Michelle Marie Kate Miller, welcome to the stream. And see you in the chat a little bit ago.
To see their heroes race on their doorstep. I'm Alex Shady, welcoming you to this 1.33 mile.
I guess I can skip this. We already listened to this at the intro of tonight's stream. I like how it still has the caution light on. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, the good news is I don't have to race at Nashville anymore the rest of NASCAR 21 Ignition's existence. Thank goodness. What is that? Tried to run me in the wall off the start. It looks like we only have to ride around for 6 laps. And we're going to see who's going to win. Might be a little bit of a randomized finishing order because it tends to be. Qualifying always gets randomized when this happens too. Well, the good news is NASCAR 21 Ignition at Talladega is tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or sorry, not NASCAR 21, NASCAR 05. NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup will be back tomorrow night at Talladega for the Busch Series. 300-mile race there. 117 lapper. I am Random. Welcome to the stream. Anyone know good racing settings for this game? Completely messed up mine trying to find the best settings. I highly recommend using minimal stability help. Especially if you're racing online, you need stability, because if you don't have stability and you get a little contact with somebody else, you're spinning out. I found that out the hard way the one time we did an online lobby on this game. For the 750 tracks, if you're playing offline, whether it's a road course or specifically the ovals, but even on road courses at times, I think you have to have minimal stability help on as well, just because you try to get back into the gas. Even if you're creeping back into the throttle, you still spin out. It's so touchy. The 550 tracks I can run without the stability help, but most people probably still wouldn't like it. The problem is the car is already tight enough in the dirty air as it is on those tracks. When you add stability help, it gets even tighter. And that's kind of a downfall as well, how tight the car is with stability help, as you're seeing tonight. This is a 750 racetrack at Nashville, and look at how much slower I am compared to the rest of the field just trying to run normal laps. Because of how tight the car is, I have to slow it down to 123 miles an hour just to get the car to turn. Or they're probably going about 140 mid-corner, so they're a couple seconds a lap faster. NASCAR Appleby Cup Series, welcome to the stream. Yeah, there is going to be a season update for this game. Well, I'm technically going to consider that NASCAR 22, even though it's not actually NASCAR 22. This is definitely the final season for this iteration of the game. It has been for the last couple months. Well, it looks like Blaney's going to end up finishing... We're going to score ourselves in 37 tonight. Well, it's still only going to be 1 point, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, they're just piled up in turn 1 after the checkered flag. And I'm sure we'll probably end up piling it in with them. We'll check out tonight's finishing results to the Ally 400 at the Nashville Super Speedway. We did have a few DNFs tonight. I'm not sure exactly who any of them were. So, although we finished 37th technically, we don't finish last because there were 3 drivers that DNF'd. The problem is 37th is still only 1 point for finishing position. Good news is for Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson finished 26th, which he was running 25th beforehand, so him finishing 26th actually is indicative of about where he was running anyway. So although it's a little bit randomized, that's going to be good for Ryan Blaney. Again, Larson's the regular season points leader. Looks like Blaney's only going to lose about 10 points to Kyle Larson tonight. So we still have a shot at the regular season championship with 9 races to go. We're only losing 10 points. Tyler Reddick is going to go on to win tonight's race and as well win both stages. That is Reddick's first win of the season, meaning that is his first career win, and that will lock Tyler Reddick into the playoffs. And then again, his first 2 stage wins of the season tonight. So not just 1 stage win, but 2 for Tyler Reddick. And let me look at how many different winners we have this season. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Blaney has 1. Logano has 1. Keselowski has 1. Chase Elliott has 1. William Byron has 1. Christopher Bell has 2. Kyle Busch has 1. Tyler Reddick has 1. Kevin Harvick has 2. And Michael McDowell has 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different winners. So 10 different winners in the first 17 races. 6 more spots still available for drivers to clinch a playoff spot this season. And we still have 9 races left until the playoffs begin. So Daniel Suarez ends up finishing at 2nd. Joey Logano 3rd. He'll probably take over the regular season points lead with Kyle Larson having a bad day, considering that Logano's going to score a lot of stage points today as well, finishing 3rd in both stages. Kevin Harvick finishes 4th, and Brad Keselowski rounds out the top 5. Christopher Bell ends up 6th. How about James Davison for Workwear Racing finishing 7th? Again, randomized finishing order. He's really the only, I guess, oddball driver up there. Cole Custer at 8th. I guess Stenhouse too. Stenhouse with a 9th place finish. And William Byron rounds out the top 10 in tonight's race. Again, all those guys will have that same finishing order position at the end of Stage 1 and Stage 2. Take a picture of the finishing results for points paying purposes so I can get that updated tonight. And the next race of this final season on NASCAR 21 Ignition is going to take place at Pocono for the Pocono doubleheader. So the next 2 races will be at Pocono on the channel for this game. And I can guarantee you we'll go back to the regular, style racing. Those are going to be 2 big strategy races, and I will run those on the same day, likely on Monday next week, if I had to guess. But because I did DNF early, don't go anywhere. I did not make it to halfway. Tradition on the channel, if I DNF before halfway, then Now, granted, tonight I didn't really DNF. The game glitched me on pit road where I was literally running full speed into the inside retaining wall, and I couldn't have control over my car. Our misery ends. Yeah, I say it wasn't that bad. And we get trivia tonight, so I obviously prefer good racing and get to the full end of the race. Unfortunately, we did not have either of those 2 things tonight, but we'll be having some trivia on the channel right now, so I guess I could turn my PS4 off. But Pocono is going to be the next race, next 2 races, likely on Monday night for this game. Tomorrow night, NASCAR 05, Talladega for the NASCAR Busch Series, so you won't want to miss that at all. Should be a good race. 300-miler, 117 laps at Dega tomorrow. So you guys are going to see a bunch of screens here for a second. Get the display capture on. so you guys can see the trivia, and we'll do some NASCAR trivia tonight. It's kind of relieving that I don't have to run Nashville again on NASCAR 21 Ignition. Just because of how bad it is. All right. Let's go NASCAR Sporkle. And we'll see what kind of NASCAR quizzes we have tonight. Let me pull the chat up on my phone as well, so I can see you guys in the chat. You guys can help me out with the trivia. All right, so let's go NASCAR. Let's go NASCAR records. See what kind of records quizzes they have. NASCAR laps led leaders all series. So is this for a season? It looks like it is. We might have done this one before. Yeah, we might have done this one before. But we'll try it. We got a few quizzes we'll get through tonight. We'll probably look at doing about 3 quizzes. So 8 minutes for this one. 140. Again, these are any drivers from 2021 back to NASCAR's existence. So all time in all 3, the Cup, Xfinity, and Truck Series lap leaders in a season. So again, you guys can help me down in the chat below, and we'll work together as a team to try and get as many of these as possible. I definitely don't feel like we're going to get 100% on this one, but the goal is to get above average score when we do these longer quizzes like this. So I do think that we can do that. We usually do. Very few times we don't, and I'm disappointed when we don't because a lot of it is my fault. I'm not blaming you guys at all whatsoever. But again, these are the drivers who led the most laps in all 3 series since NASCAR's existence. So we'll start off. You have Kyle Larson, definitely went last season. Harvick was probably in 2020. In 2019 was it Busch? Okay. Harvick in 2018. 2017 was definitely Truex. 2013 was it Jimmy Johnson? Okay. 2011, 2010. Jeez. 2007, Jeff Gordon. I know for a fact Gordon led the most laps that year. 2006, not somebody we named yet. Was it Biffle? Okay, it wasn't him. He must have had one for a Busch series. 2006. Who led the most laps in 2006? Well, we'll go Xfinity while we're waiting. Gregson probably has done it. He did it in trucks. Allgaier, he's been in the Xfinity series for a while, but he has not led a bunch of laps. Ty Gibbs didn't run full-time last year, so I wouldn't. Yeah, I was going to say I didn't think he'd be on there. Cindric's got to be on here somewhere, right? Okay, Cindric, Allmendinger, no. Elliott Sadler ran a lot of Xfinity. He's not on here either. Jeez. Regan Smith, maybe? No. I'm not getting any of the Xfinity guys. Richard Petty, yeah. Let's just start to get those old names. Allison, Yarborough. I spelled his name wrong. Red Byron. William Byron's probably on there too. Oh, I already did Petty. Oops. I don't think Hamlin led it in 06. He's not on here. Ryan Newman might be on here. Yeah, 2005 in the Busch Series. Tony Stewart. Oh, Stewart was probably 06. Yep, Stewart was 05 and 06. Let's see, Jimmy Johnson, 2000 was probably Labonte. I mean, he won the title. Was it Jarrett? It was Jarrett. Actually, Jarrett was 97. 2000. I think 7th is probably where they finished in points. Earnhardt? Earnhardt Jr. in 02. It's interesting. Austin Dillon. I want to know why my brightness is so low. It's like all the way down. I can barely see the chat. Cliff Gadry, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we did have Dillon for Xfinity. Just trying to think of more Xfinity Series drivers in recent years. Even Trucks. Trucks. Hornaday probably has done it. Bodine. No, he did not. Skinner. Okay, Skinner did. Christopher Bell maybe in the Trucks. Okay, Truck and Xfinity for Bell. Maybe Custer. No. Reddick. No. Who led the most laps at Xfinity in 2020? Mark Martin has to be on the list. Yep. Sheldon Creed. Yep. Creed in the Trucks the last couple years. Crafton maybe. No, Crafton's not on here. Ben Rhodes maybe. No. Enfinger. He had that one really good seat. No. Do I have Elliott? Allgaier was not on here when I tried Allgaier. I did put Richard Petty in already. Fireball Roberts, David Pearson. Just tried to go some more older names. Rexford, no, that was not right. Rex White, no, that wasn't it either. Okay. Tim Richmond? Nope. Tim Irvin, Brian Rodriguez, welcome to stream. Justin Haley, I doubt it. No. Doing some trivia because I had the game glitch on me on NASCAR 21 Ignition tonight, so doing some trivia. These are the most laps led for any driver in NASCAR history in all three series. So in the season, it's labeled by year. Like 2012, we still have nationwide and truck yet. Johnny Benson's probably on here for the... No, he did not have it in the trucks. Jack Sprague. Okay, Sprague is on here. I already have Bush. Xfinity Series 2017. 2020 even for the Xfinity Series. Why do I not have Sterling Marlin? Marlin's not on here. Kenseth's got to be on here. Oh, wow. Kenseth's not on here at all. Is Edwards on here? Okay, Carl Edwards was nationwide 2011. Keselowski maybe. He had that one really good year in Xfinity. No, he was not on here. Logano. Okay, Logano 2012 Xfinity. Mike Bliss on here? No. I did try Crafton already. He didn't show up at all. Dave Reagan didn't. Quaffle. Quaffle. Oh, man, he's not on here for the trucks. I'm naming a lot of Truck Series champions, and a lot of those champions did not lead the most laps. Eric Jones was Xfinity in 2017. Trucks in 2015. Trucks in 2019. Didn't Crafton win the championship that year? It wasn't him. Who finished second in points for the Truck Series in 2019? I'm not in trivia mode right now. Yeah, Rusty Wallace is definitely on here. NASCAR Fan 2007, welcome to the stream. Cinder Klabani, have tried those. I tried Sprague. Castle's not going to be on here. Yeah, he's just full-time this year. What else do we have? 1991 Cup. Cool Wiki. not on the list. I tried Allison. I have him on here. Or some other big-time NASCAR names I have not named yet. 83. Shepard's not going to be on here. Thought I put Bodine already. Yeah, I did. I was trying Todd Bodine for the trucks and didn't work. Oh, Moffitt, yeah. Oh, Moffitt didn't get it for the trucks that year. I don't know who. Oh, Chastain. It was Chastain. Okay, it was Chastain. Thank you for that. I got that one right at the end. I forgot Waltrip. I knew I forgot a Hall of Famer. Darrell Waltrip and Harry Gann also. Those were the only Cup guys I think I missed, though. James Buescher led the most laps. I guess he did win the championship that year. Didn't? Yeah, James Buescher won a truck championship, 2012. Chase Briscoe, 2020. I am so stupid, I swear. I don't know why I forgot about that. Ted Musgrave 3 times in the early 2000s in the Truck Series. Jeff Green a couple times in the Busch Series. Chad Little, Rob Moroso, Chuck Brown. Tommy Ellis, Sam Ard a couple times, 3 times. Yeah, I forgot Darrell Waltrip, though. He had it 4 times in the Cup. Fred Lorenzen, Bobby Isaac, Glenn Wood. And Tim Flock, Speedy Thompson, Curtis Turner, Bill Blair. And an ad from Panera. That was weird. I've never gotten an ad like that on this website. Herb Thomas. Tim Flock. Oh, man, we barely got the average score. 76%. 72% was the average, so we did barely get above average. That was a close call, though. We got a couple right at the end, those last 10 seconds. That might have been the difference. Forgot Cindric 20. No, it wasn't Cindric. It was Briscoe. Briscoe in 2020 led the most laps. I should have known, though. He had 9 wins. That's definitely one of... Man, these Panera ads. I wonder if it's because my sister works there. I swear, the internet, like, it picks up on that stuff. It's weird. I've never been to Panera in my life, so I don't know why it would do that. All right, what else we have? Name the NASCAR drivers who have led a lap in 2022. So I would assume this is up. Oh, jeez. Oh, is this all 3 series? Oh, I see what this is now. All right, let's try this. 10 minutes this year. I don't think we've done a quiz from 2022 yet. So this is updated through Dover. This is any driver who has led a lap, I would assume, in the Cup Series this season. And we have to name them. 10 minutes, 115. Granted, obviously, there's not that many drivers. Once we put the last name in, I would imagine it will equate out. But these are drivers who have led laps this season in the Cup Series. Let's do it. First off, we got to start with Austin Cindric because he won. We're going to go with winners first. Cindric won the Daytona 500. Chastain's got some wins. William Byron has some wins. Chase Elliott just won this weekend. Larson has a win. Bowman has a win. Kyle Busch has a win. Denny Hamlin has a win. Briscoe has a win. I get all the winners. I know Tyler Reddick led the most laps at Auto Club. I feel like this is going to be a really easy quiz. Truex has probably led some laps. Blaney, I know for facts, led a lot of laps. Oh, I did put Hamlin. My bad. Ugh. Dillon's led some laps. Has Corey LaJoie led any laps this year? Must have been at Daytona or Talladega. That was a shot in the dark. I know Greg Biffle led 2 laps at Atlanta. 1 lap. Oh, 1 lap at Vegas. Yeah, he led a couple laps at Atlanta under caution. I remember when I was there. I was like, wow, Biffle and Blaney in the top 5. What a time to be alive. Suarez. Logano. Harrison Burton led any on a super speedway? Yep, 3. I did put Truex on here already. Eric Jones has led some laps. Justin Haley, has he led laps this year? I know a lot of drivers have. Keselowski led. Buescher this last weekend led laps. Stenhouse maybe on a super speedway. Yep, 16 in the Daytona 500. Harvick, Almirola. I haven't named those 2 yet. Almirola. Bubba Wallace led. I would have Kurt Busch on here with putting Kyle Busch. Did Cody Ware let any... No, okay. I was going to say under caution maybe. What about J.J. Yaley? Nope. Okay, yeah. I spelled his name with an extra L. I don't know where J.J. Yaley led, but he led 1 lap at Talladega, I guess. I don't remember that. It must have been during caution. Custer's probably led. Richmond, 63 laps. 16 laps at Atlanta. Who? 33 at Vegas. There's a big driver I'm forgetting here. Who's the big driver that's... Just trying to think of Richmond, who led a lot of laps that day. Byron, Hamlin won, but he only led 5. Truex, Blaney won 1 stage. Named all the Hendrick guys. Allmendinger is probably on here. Daniel Hemrick led a lap on a super speedway? Nope. What about Gregson? Nope. Christopher Bell. That's who I was forgetting at Richmond. Gilliland, maybe. Gilliland. Nope. Todd Gilliland has not led a lap yet this year. Zach Schumann, welcome to the stream. Schumann. I say Schumann every time. Schumann. So we're forgetting somebody who led 2 laps at Atlanta, which that was a super speedway. That could be anybody. 4 laps at Las Vegas, which probably could have been under caution. It could be anybody. And then 2 laps at Talladega, which we know could be anybody. It might be the same driver. Who have we not named yet? McDowell. Oh, yeah, we haven't named McDowell yet. He led 4 laps at Vegas. So, somebody led laps at Atlanta and Talladega that we have not named yet. Who else is driven for Rick Ware Racing this year that might have led some laps? Ryan Preece. It wasn't Preece. Dang it. Who else has led laps this season? We're so close to getting 100%. We have 5 minutes. I'm not saying take our time necessarily, but we do have time. And it might be 2 different drivers. Who has made starts for Rick Ware? Somebody led 2 laps at Atlanta that we haven't named yet, and 2 laps at Talladega a couple weeks ago. I already have Eric Jones on here. Where do I have him? He led 18 at Auto Club. Yeah, I have Eric Jones on here already. Got the Trackhouse. Garrett Smithley, maybe? No, it's Joey Gase. I don't know if he's made any starts this year. David Reagan. Oh, yes. No, it's not. Wow, that was a good one. I don't know who said that. Brian Rodriguez said David Reagan. That was a good guess. I forgot he did run the super speedways this year, but he is not on this. He has not led laps this season. Somebody led 2 laps at Talladega and 2 laps at Atlanta that we have not named. I have Biffle on here. So I remember he led at Atlanta very briefly. Tyler Reddick won tonight's race on the game. Both stages in the race. First win, so he's in the playoffs now. 10 different winners in the regular season through 17 races. BJ McLeod. Got it. Thank you. 100%. Average score is only 50, really? I don't think enough people... It's probably like 2 people have played this quiz. Me, 100%. And then somebody else probably got 25% and said, oh, this is too easy, I'm backing out. So they got 25% when they backed out. And those are probably the 2 that equated to the average score being 50%. But, hey, we got 100%. Now, that was this year's quiz. I felt like that was pretty easy. It was just like basically name any driver who has ran a race this year. All right. I think we've got, let's go 2 more quizzes tonight. 2 more quizzes. This is on the website is Sporkle. Cup qualifying records. Can you choose a driver who set the qualifying record in the Cup Series? Not necessarily the pole sitter, but of any. Okay. 23 racetracks. Oh, I see. I see how this is gonna go. All right, let's do it. Let's do this quiz. 2 more quizzes tonight. So 23 tracks. We need to name the driver who has set the qualifying record at this racetrack. I'm not sure how this is going to work out exactly. I'm going to actually turn the timer off for this one. I don't usually do that, but I want to see if we can get a perfect score without getting rushed. Daytona. I think that's Bill Elliott. I think he holds it at Daytona and Talladega. So let's go to Talladega real quick while we're on here. Just get Talladega, Daytona out of the way. All right, Bill Elliott. All right. It gives the year, too, which I didn't even read the first time. Atlanta, 1997. This is tough that it's multiple choice. Martinsville, 2014. I'm going to say either Logano or Keselowski on that one. I don't remember Edwards. I mean, Dale Jr. won in 2014 at Martinsville, though, didn't he? Maybe he was junior. What year is this quiz? I would assume it's updated. I mean, it gives us the year. I'm glad we have longer than 6 minutes. Yeah, Danica Patrick did not set the track record at Texas. I can guarantee that. Man, this is tough, guys. Don't Google, but I would. Charlotte, Kurt Busch, says Brian Rodriguez. I never am at the track for qualifying. Trying to find it. Charlotte, Kurt Busch. All right, you knew that one. (2013) at Richmond. It's got to be Jeff Gordon, right? There's no way it's Almirola, Menard. It's got to be Gordon. Okay, that was an easy one. I just felt like of all the options in 2013, that was going to be the one. Dover 2014. Can't be Allmendinger, Ambrose. I'm going to go with Keselowski on this one. Junior was fast in 2014. I'm going to say Keselowski has a track record there. Okay, we're still perfect. Still perfect. Michigan 2014. Oh, man. I think it was Logano. Then again, Biffle was fast at Michigan. But I don't remember Biffle being a great qualifier, though. Maybe it was Gordon. Because it was Kenseth the year before the first repave at Michigan. But I don't know who it was in 2014 that beat his record. Gordon had a good season in 2014. Biffle didn't, but he ran good at Michigan. Logano was all right that year. It's either Gordon or Logano. It's got to be. Jeff Bodine, Atlanta. Jimmy Johnson owns Texas. So let's go Atlanta. 97 says Jeff Bodine. All right. Again, don't look these up on the internet if you can help it. 2000. Jimmy Johnson's not on the Texas one, so I'm staying away from that for right now. It's not one of the options. I'm sticking with Michigan, though. It's my home track, so I feel like of any track that I keep an eye on qualifying, this would be the one. 206.558. That's fast for an average lap. Gosh. I just feel like Logano 2014. It's got to be Jeff. I don't know. It's got to be either Jeff or Joey. I just can't see Jeff Gordon setting a track record anywhere in 2014. I feel like he was all right. He was good, but he wasn't like Jeff Gordon. A couple of you guys say Gordon. Gordon or Logano, Michigan, 2014. I'm leaving it up to the chat on this one. Logano's had some good races there, too. I don't remember Jeff Gordon ever really running well at Michigan. But it's all about qualifying. Hendrick cars seem to have speed in qualifying. Yeah, you guys are saying Gordon in the chat. I'm going to go with Jeff Gordon. All right, it was Jeff Gordon at Michigan. Sonoma 2015. Larson, Busch, Kenseth, Allmendinger. If I remember right, I think I remember AJ in the 47 car setting that one. Oh, it was Larson. Wow, Larson has a track record at Sonoma with Ganassi. Oh, we got that wrong. I got that wrong. It looks like we got one wrong in this one. That stinks. 2014. Keselowski is really good here. I'm going to go with Bad Brad. Yep. New Hampshire. 2014. Not McMurray. Newman didn't qualify in the pole anywhere that late in his career. Hamlin was really good. I'm going to go Denny. Oh, it's Keselowski. Okay, well. Shoot. Can't see what the fourth answer is because I'm blocking it. Okay, let me fix that. There we go. Indy 2014. It might have been Montoya. Well, Montoya or Gordon. I'm actually going to go with Gordon because Montoya was more... What year did he almost win there? Like 2010? 2011? I think it was 2010 he almost won there. I'm going to go Jeff. Oh, it was Harvick. Okay, I did not think it was Harvick in 2014. Watkins Glen in 2014. It has to be Ambrose. Well, it might be Kyle Busch. He had some good runs that era too. Ambrose battled Ambrose and Allmendinger battled for the win that day. So I'd assume Ambrose qualified well. Tyler Burbeck says Ambrose. It's Ambrose or Busch. I just don't feel like Ambrose has a track record anywhere. Like, Ambrose was good in this era, and he battled Allmendinger for the win that day. I don't know where Kyle Busch finished 2014 at the Glen. I'll say Ambrose. It is Ambrose. All right. Darlington 2014. It's got to be Denny Hamlin. Oh, wow, Almirola? Eric Almirola has the track record at Darlington? What? You got to tell me down in the comment section you did not think... In the 43 car. Eric Almirola with Richard Petty... Well, I know it's Petty GMS now, but with RPM at the time, qualified on the pole at Darlington 2014 and set the track record. That's insane. Chicagoland 2013, of those on the list, Truex would have been with Michael Waltrip Racing at the time, though they were pretty good at Chicagoland. I think Rudiman had a win there. I'm going to say it's Logano. Logano had a good year that year. Yep. 2014 at Homestead. Busch, Keselowski, Harvick. I'm going to go with Harvick. Keselowski. Well, 2016, Vegas. It has to be... I don't know. It could be any one of those guys, really. Pocono has to be Kyle Busch. Or it's Kyle Larson again. In his rookie year, Larson had two track records. Well, I guess 2015 was Sonoma, but Pocono, Larson has the track record there. Vegas. Guys saying Kyle Busch for Vegas, it looks like. Oh, one person saying Tyler Burbeck said Logano and Busch. Which one is it, Tyler? I think Keselowski won that race, didn't he? Ford's always fast at Vegas, though. Kyle Busch never seems to have much luck there. But it is qualifying. Jimmy won the title that year. Man, this stuff. I don't think it was Kurt. See, now somebody's saying Johnson. Brian Rodriguez says Johnson. Going for Kyle Busch. Leaning towards Busch. I know, I am too. If I had to pick of the three, I'd probably say Kyle Busch also. It's his home track. I'm going Kyle Busch now. Oh, it's Kurt. The least of the four options. If I had to place my guess, it was going to be one of the other three. And it ended up being Kurt Busch. 2015 Phoenix. It wasn't Danica. Definitely was not Ryan Newman at that time. I mean, Harvick going Phoenix for going Kevin. It was Jimmy Johnson. I'm doing a lot worse on this quiz than what I thought I was going to. I'm not going to lie. 2014 Martinsville. Auto Club 2016. It definitely wasn't Greg Biffle. He was terrible that year. Maybe it was Kenseth. Gordon had the Michigan one. So it's got to be either Kenseth or Gordon, considering it was a mid-2000s 2-mile racetrack. I want to lean towards Kenseth. Oh, it is Kenseth. Gordon retired in 2015. Yeah, it's Kenseth. Oh my God, it was Denny Hamlin. I'm an idiot though for thinking it may have been Gordon. He wasn't even racing. He didn't even run that race that year. Texas 2014. Martinsville 2014. I feel like Jamie McMurray might have been. Bristol has to be Kyle Larson. Oh, okay. The one time I guessed Larson, it's Denny Hamlin. You gotta be joking. Yeah, it wasn't Kenseth. I thought it was Kenseth too. It says Junior. I'm thinking it might be Junior for Martinsville. He was good there in 2014. Keselowski's been good there for a while, though. Logano, I don't think he was good there yet. I'll go with Dale Jr. It was... Never mind, it was Logano. Keegan could have had a V8. Tyler said Logano was his final answer, too. I did not think it was Logano, though. I thought it was either Keselowski or Dale Jr. Texas, 200.11 miles an hour. I'm going to say it's either Casey Kane or Jamie McMurray on this one, honestly. Just because Tony Stewart was at the end of his career then, I just don't think of him. I just feel like guys at the end of their career don't qualify that well. Kane. I'm leaning on Jamie Mack. I'm not going to lie. You got a couple Canes in the chat. The chat's been right, it seems like, more than me on this quiz, so I'm going to go with Casey Kane. It was Tony Stewart. Wow, okay. I stand corrected on older drivers not qualifying on the pole as much. Tony Stewart has a track record at Texas in 2014. Kansas, 2014. It's either Gordon or Harvick. Harvick won the title that year. Gordon had an alright season, but Gordon's got a couple track records around this time period, though. That's why I'm thinking Gordon, but I feel like Kansas has been a track that Harvick's ran well at. He was good on the mile and a half that year. I'll go Kevin Harvick. It was Harvick. All right. Barely got above the average score, 48%. Average score is 42, so we're 3 for 3 tonight. That was a lot harder than what I thought it was going to be. I thought we were only going to get a couple wrong, and we got over half of them wrong, but... Yeah, Tyler did say Tony Stewart on that one. I did see that. I just didn't buy it. I was going with your guys' picks in the chat if it were like between the couple that I had picked. If it was one of the few that I didn't think it was, I just didn't feel confident enough to select that answer. Alright, we'll give ourselves one more quiz. One more quiz tonight. Try to find a longer one. NASCAR is at Darlington this weekend, so let's see if we can find any Darlington quizzes. Let's go NASCAR. Darlington. Darlington winners. Top 10 finishers. It's probably what we'll end up doing. Throwbacks. I can't remember. I honestly, like, you can remember the classic throwbacks, but you can't tell me if you go back to, like, 2017, you can name every throwback in the field from that year. Like, I'll get the years kind of scrambled together, too. That just feels like it'd be too hard. Yeah, we'll go Darlington top 10 finishers. This is going to be insane. 20 minutes. What year does this go? Okay, so this only says 1990. Thank the heavens. It only goes to 2017, though. I don't like that. This quiz is not up to date. I'm not going to do this one. I wanted to, but it's not up to date. Darlington winners. I feel like that's easy to at least get above average. Do lap leaders at the Brickyard. I was thinking about it. I saw that on there. I was also thinking top 10 at the Brickyard. I don't know what's going on down there. Let's see here. Know a little bit to do with some answers, but not very well. I think I might go to the Brickyard one again, just because I did just see that. Ooh. Hopefully I can find it again. Thought I saw it on this page. It was top 10 finish. I don't know where I saw the lap leaders at the Brickyard. Go top 10 finishers. Brickyard 400. So I don't think this is going to include the road course race last year, means it wasn't on the oval. 94 to... It only goes to 2019. It doesn't have 2020 or... Well, yeah, 2021 was on the road course. I mean, it's about up to date. Hang on, 1997. Oh, I only saw 10th on here. That's weird that it goes through 9th. And, I don't know, that's a little weird. All right. Final quiz of the night. Any driver who's finished in the top 10 in Brickyard 400 history, excluding 2020. Okay. Let's see, quiz. We got to start off with the winners. Jeff Gordon won here a bunch, including the first race. Dale Sr. won here in the second inaugural race. Dale Jarrett, I believe, was the third. Yep. Bill Elliott was a winner here at one point. Kevin Harvick has won here. Harvick. And Jimmy Johnson obviously won here a bunch. Paul Menard has a win here, 2011. Tony Stewart's won here a couple times. Casey Kane won here before. (2018) I forgot Casey Kane won here more than once. 2017. Where else did he win here? Oh, never mind. I was thinking he won here in the 2000s with Evernham. I guess I was wrong. That was probably Bill Elliott. That's probably what I was thinking. Bowman is probably on this list. I can't remember who won here in 2018. Truex. No, it wasn't Truex. Truex is on the list, though. All right, 2018. And I'm just trying to get the winners first. 97 wasn't. I don't think Labonte ever won here. No, he did not. Finished second though. 20. I put Edwards in there. I'll put Bowman in there. If I see names in the chat, I'll just start. Oh, okay. Bowman did not get a top 10 in 2018 or 2019. Dylan probably did. Larson. Boyer. Who else I see in the chat I didn't put on here yet? Stuart Keselowski. Yeah. Oh, Brad won. I am so stupid. I went to the race in 2018. I don't know why I was forgetting about Keselowski. That was pretty bad. Yeah, Montoya. I was there in 2018. I just forgot who won the race. You'll have that sometimes. I've been to, 31, 32 races now. They all kind of bleed together, I guess, every now and then. Yeah, Logano's got to be on here. I'm going to guess Blaney. Blaney's definitely on here. 2018. Okay, not 2018. Oh, that's right. The Xfinity race, he finished top 3. Not the Cup race. Hamlin. Eric Jones. Jones finished second in 2018. Now that I'm starting to remember the 2018 finishers. Kyle Busch, I'm sure. Surprising that neither of the Busch brothers have won at Indy ever. Did I put Montoya on here already? I meant to. Yeah, I did. Okay. Almirola? Nope. Truex, Hamlin, Gano, Rusty Wallace. Bubba finished third in 2019. Kyle Busch 2016 winner. Yep. Did put that on. Oh yeah, my bad. I just said that neither of them won there. My bad. I forgot. 2010 Brickyard. That was Jamie McMurray. I think I have all the winners now. I'm forgetting 97 still. We gotta go a little quicker if we're gonna start to contend. Kenny Schrader. 2017, I only have 4 of them so far with all the names I've put on here. I didn't put Newman on the list yet. Oh, yeah, Newman won here too. 2013, yeah. I was thinking, I didn't even see that on there. I was thinking I already put him. But yeah, Newman was winner here in 2013. Qualified on the pole that year, and I think that's the last pole he's had in his career, if I'm not mistaken. I do have Bill Elliott. He did win in 2002. Labonte, Vickers probably has a top 10 at some point. I feel like this is a track where rookies tend to run well for some reason. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but Sterling Marlin. I'm sure he is on the list. Yep, Marlin. Jeremy Wimmer. Burton's got to be on here. Yep, Mark Martin. Oh, yeah, Martin won 97, didn't he? Oh, no, he didn't. Never mind. Who won 1997 at the Brickyard? 4th annual race there? I'm sure David Reagan probably has a top. Nope, Reagan does not. Trevor Bayne does not. Stenhouse? Stenhouse does not. What, my brain's just not in it for the trivia tonight. I feel like I've missed a lot tonight. You guys will have to let me know. Just gonna put Jimmy Spencer on there. David Rudiman. Rudiman's probably got some. No, Rudiman does. Okay, yeah. Rudiman. Allison probably. No. That wasn't the right year. I was thinking 92 for some reason. 94 was the first race here. I do have... Chase Elliott would have showed up with Bill Elliott. Yeah, Chase is on here already. If it's the same last name, they show up. Whether it's father or son, junior, senior, doesn't matter. As long as it's the same last name. There's no way Castle has a top 10 here. Yeah, I didn't think so. I remembered him wrecking here in 2018. Oh, no, that was Jeffrey Earnhardt. Yeah, Jeffrey Earnhardt wrecked hard there in 2018 when I was there. He was driving the car that day. Quaffle, there's no way Quaffle has. Brendan Gaughan, maybe? No, Wallace, Newman, Menard, Burton. We already have Gordon on here, so Robbie Gordon would have been the same thing. Right, Ricky Rudd. I already put Gann on here. Oh, pole. Rick Mast. He's got to be on here. Yep, Rick Mast. He had the inaugural pole at the racetrack. Though 94 is not the year he finished top 10. It looked like 1996 he finished 9th. I didn't want that to slip away from me there for a second. Shepard. See Reagan, Rudd. Yeah, Nemechek is probably on here. Front row Joe. Okay, no, never mind. He is not on here. Casey Mears? Okay, Casey Mears is on here. Who else is on here? 2012, finished 3rd. I'm not going to lie, outside of like winners, it's hard to really remember like who finished good in the Brickyard 400. Suarez, maybe? Yeah, Suarez, 7th, 2017. Johnny Benson. Okay, Benson's on here. Elliott Sadler's probably on here. Yep. Jeremy Mayfield has to be on here. Okay, he's on here. I actually have all of them for 2018. I think it's the first one to have all of them. Coincidentally, that was the only one I've been to. Well, granted, I was at Indy last year, but it's not counting the road course on here. Danica Patrick, maybe. No, Danica's not on here. That was a good guess, though. No, she does have 8 top 10s. This could have been one, but it was not. Obviously, with the experience running here in IndyCar, too. Mears, Stremme. Bell. Well, Bell was a rookie in... No, never mind. DiBenedetto, maybe? I didn't think so. Oh, yeah, Matty D. 2017, he finished 8th. That would have been with BK Racing still, wouldn't it? That was a shot in the dark, but I guess DiBenedetto finished 8th in 2017 with BK Racing in the Brickyard 400. Tyler Bergerbeck. Vickers. I thought I put him on here already. Oh, Bobby Hamilton. Oh, man, Bobby Hamilton's not on here. Kenseth, I did not put Kenseth yet. Mr. Hall of Famer Matt Kenseth. Oh, Kenseth's on here a bunch. He did not win here. He did finish 2nd in 2020. That was the closest. I am going to step out of here for a... Alright, we are back on and live. Sorry, I had to handle something for a quick second. They were being a little loud down there. I think it was picking up on the mic. Oh, let me refresh the chat. See where we're at for trivia tonight. Don't forget Boyer. I think I might have put Boyer on here already. Boyer. Oh, yeah, I did have Boyer on here already. Let's see. I think I've named everybody that was in the chat already. So we're still stuck. Let's see, we have 28 more names still to throw on here. Some of them might be on here more than once yet. 1998. Let's see here. I definitely feel like I'm forgetting a lot of names from the 90s, which if you look at the inaugural race here in 94, excuse me, I'm missing, let's see, 5 of them. So 1994, who would have been on here? We have Elliott. Oh, I'm stupid. We have Elliott. See, I took that pause for a moment. Now I can't remember who I've already named and who I haven't. I was out of the zone to start the quiz, then I was in the zone once we started putting names up on the board. I was getting more confident. Then I'm back out of the zone again. 2009, 2008. It's tough. J.J. Yaley. Yaley might be on here. I mean, he was a good open wheel racer. Not in, IndyCar or anything, but just in dirt racing. Yarbrough was... 1994 was the first race here, so he wouldn't be on here. I do have Earnhardt already. Junior and senior. Who else? I have McMurray. I have Case Kane. It was my dad. I don't know. It was my dad and my sister getting in an argument about something. I figured you guys could hear it on the mic, and I was trying to talk over it, but then it was getting louder and louder and louder. Austin Almada, thanks for tuning into the stream. Sorry for that. I don't know how many people left because of it. I can't really control what goes on outside of my room on the stream. I guess that's the problem when you're trying to do a live stream and you don't live by yourself, but I guess you'll have that. 2001, I was just going to take a shot in the dark and say Casey Atwood. Nope. That was not right. Ernie Irvin. I did not put Irvin on here yet. Okay. There's a name for the 90s. Put Marlin on here. I do have Matt Kenseth on here. Vickers, I tried. I don't think he showed up. I don't think he ever had a top 10 here. He's got speed, maybe. I feel like Ganassi had to have had some more. Sorensen, maybe? Okay, Reed Sorensen's on here. Allgaier, maybe. It's worth a try. I'll try Regan Smith, too. Allgaier, no. Regan Smith. Okay, 2011. That was a great year for Regan Smith. Finished third. Imagine that. Regan Smith finished third in the Brickyard 400 2011, and he also won the Southern 500 in 2011. That was a great year. Definitely the best year of his career with Furniture Row. I do have Gordon. Let's see here. Truex. We have a lot of the 2010s. Who finished fourth in 2019? Custer, right? Oh, no, it was not Custer. Oh, that was 2020. It was Custer. I remember he had a top 10 that year. 2020 was his rookie season, too. I can't remember 2019, though, who might have had it. Yeah, Waltrip's got to be on here somewhere. Good point. Probably both Waltrips, really. Okay, 21 away. I don't know if Michael had one. I know Daryl definitely did. Good old DW. Steve Park on here? Okay, Steve Park a couple times in the 2001 and 02. I don't know about Johnny Sauter. I did not put Biffle yet, did I? Oh my gosh, that would have been bad if I forgot Greg Biffle. 2004. I remember he wasn't that great at Indy, but I should have known he had at least one. Busher. 2019 it might have been. Actually 2017 Busher finished 9th. Good job. I do have Larson. That's a good one, Tyler. Yeah, 2019 fourth place. That's like the only one. 2019 in 4th place and then 2017 in 10th. Logano never had a lot of good runs here. I think I have him on here already though. Man, this is getting tough. Trump 2023. Well, that hasn't happened yet. Nor do I think it will, but I can't imagine him in an IndyCar. I think it was my dog trying to break into the door. I hope. Dogs are going nuts. The wild party going on down there. 97. 9th place. 98, I'm still missing a couple of them. We got about 4 minutes. I need your help in the chat. It's Kevin Hart. Mike Skinner? Okay, Mike Skinner. I got one of them in 98. Johnny Benson finished 3rd in 2001 there. Skinner finished 4th in 98. Davey Allison, unfortunately, is not on here. First race was in 94. I accidentally put him thinking 92 for some reason was his first race here, but that wasn't right. I do have the Burtons, both Ward and Jeff. Ward in 99 as well as Jeff. Both had top 10s there. Jeff had a few of them. Ward also in 2001 finished 6th. Yeah, I did have him already. Man, this is tough. We only have 9 left, 2.5 minutes. We'll see. Other names from the 90s. I'm missing 98, a couple in 94. Who finished 2nd to Jeff Gordon in 1994? I do have Albani on here already. 2nd to Jeff Gordon in 1994. I'm just trying to think. It's like when I look back to remembering the finish of that race, I remember Gordon and then like nobody close behind him. I'll try LePage. I don't think he's on here. Yeah. At least it was a guess. 2nd in 1994. The inaugural Brickyard 400. Who finished 2nd? Bodine, maybe. Yes, it was Bodine. And Todd Bodine finished 9th in 1994 also in that race. So we're 7 away now with 2 minutes to go. 2000, 4th, 10th, 9th, and 01. I feel like the same driver's got to be in 01 and 2000. I haven't. Jerry Nadeau? Yep, Jerry Nadeau in 2000 finished 4th. Okay. Wasn't watching NASCAR in 94, and neither was I. I was not born yet. 2019 4th place. I don't know why I can't remember that. I feel like I've tried everybody, but obviously I have. Ryan Preece. Ah, dang it. McDowell. Nope. Gilliland. I tried. I'm curious to find out who that one in 2019 was that I have not named yet. Tried Almirola. Bubba Wallace was 3rd that year. Seen the video. Yeah, Oh, you did get Bodine. That was in 2nd. Yeah, I can just remember Gordon crossed the line. I could not remember for the life of me who was 2nd that race. I know now, though. Brett Bodine. I don't think... Was he with Hendrick at the time still? 1-2 finish for Hendrick Motorsports in the inaugural Brickyard 400. I don't know the timeline of when he was there and when he left. About 10 seconds. We're going to be 6 shy. We're easily... This was definitely the best quiz we had tonight. Easily over the average score. But we're missing a few of them. We're about to find out who they are. Oh, William Byron. In 2019 finished 4th. I feel like I should have gotten that. AJ finished 10th twice, 2017, and then also in 2008. I would not have guessed him for 08, but if I would have guessed him for 2017 with JTG Doherty, I would have gotten 08. So missed Byron Allmendinger. Ricky Craven in 2001 finished 9th. John Andretti. Should have known Andretti and Indianapolis. Ended up finishing 7th in 98. And Scott Pruitt in 2000. Also in the 32 car would have finished 10th. I don't think I would have guessed Pruitt. If you gave me another couple hours, I probably would have gotten Ricky Craven and John Andretti. I feel like I probably should have gotten him and Allmendinger. I should have at least guessed. And then maybe could have guessed Byron. Honestly, for whatever reason, I wasn't thinking Byron was going to be in there in 2019. But I guess I did not attempt to put him in. I did try Bowman because somebody mentioned it in the chat. I'm surprised I didn't try Byron after that, considering their teammates. They usually try to stay in team ordinance, especially with current drivers when doing these. But yeah, Darlington race starts at 3:30, 2:30 Sunday. Yes, but our live stream will start at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a half hour before the race, so we can get the predictions going for that one when the time comes. So that will be the next live race commentary. As far as the next live stream goes, that will be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, by the way, I had a 98% on this quiz. 88% was the average. So even the average score is really high, but just a couple away. I mean, we were very close to 100%. On these really, really long quizzes where it takes like 10 plus minutes, I don't know if I've ever gotten 100% on those ones. We've gotten 100% on some before, but not like the really long quizzes like this. But this is one of the closest we've ever got. So great job, great work down in the chat below. But again, thank you for everybody tuning in tonight. Like and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Tomorrow night, NASCAR 05 returns to the channel, and the next race is at Talladega for the NASCAR Busch Series. So a 300-miler for the running of the Talladega 312. So I guess 312-miler there. The Talladega 312. 117 laps will be the scheduled distance for that one tomorrow night. And 7 races to go on the Busch Series custom schedule season. NASCAR 06 should be on the channel not next week, but the week after at the rate that we are going at right now. So within about a week and a half, we should have NASCAR 06 on the channel. So we'll wrap up the NASCAR 05 stuff. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in. And I will see you guys tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.